Hi children, it's time for another lesson, that is animals around us. Today we are going to learn part of the lesson animals around us in worksheet number 103, 104 and the video number is 72. So let's get started. What animals around us are? You see different types of animals around you, right? It's not one or two animals. We see so many animals around us in different places, at different sizes, different shapes, different colors. They are of varieties. Let's get started to see what they are. So, to begin with, my little children, we have wild animals. They are so scary, right? Wild, the lion roar, right? And these animals does not live with us. They live in the forest. They live in the forest, in the jungle. So, these animals hunt their own food. That means they get their own food by hunting another animal. It's like you might have seen many times in TVs, like how the lion, then the bear, the tiger, the cheetah, all these animals, hyenas are hunting the other animal, catching them, chasing them and then attacking them, tearing them to part and eating the food, right? And they live in the wild, they get their own food, are called as wild animals. It goes like this. Animals that live in the forest are called wild animals. And these wild animals, we also see them in the zoo. We see them in the zoo. People keep it in the zoo for us to see them, right? So, to know how the wildlife is. They are kept in cages. They are very strong cages. They are kept in the zoo for the people like us to see. Now, we have the next one. We have the domestic animals. What are domestic animals? The animals which live in our homes. The animals which live in our homes are called as domestic animals. They are like the cat, the dog, the cow, those animals. These animals cannot hunt for their own food. They cannot chase somebody and take the food. Instead, we people give them some food. We give them bath, right? At times, that bath means nothing but washing. We do that, right? So, they depend on us for food, water and general care. They depend on us for food, water and general care. That is, if they are injured, people take them to doctor, isn't it? Suppose a dog is there, it got injured. So, what do the master do? They take them to the veterinary doctor who treats the animals, right? That is called as general care. So, now children, the animals that live in our homes are called domestic animals. They depend on us for food, water and general care. So, what are some of the examples? Sheep, dog, cat, cow. So, what are the examples, my little ones? Sheep, dog, cat and cow. So, now let's see what are the next type of animals. We have pets are domestic animals that are kept for friendship and enjoyment, right? It is like, my little ones, why do we keep pets first of all? For example, you have a fish bowl, you have a dog, you have a cat, any of these. So, suppose if you were coming to school, nothing has happened, what is happening around us? It's everything normal. You are coming to school, going back home, imagine. Then you have a fish tank, right? Fish bowl or a puppy or a cat. So, before coming to school, what do? you say bye to your parents, right? At the same time, most of the children say bye brownie, bye fishy, bye pussy. We tell it and go. Why do we tell it to them also? Because we feel they are our friends. That's the word friendship. And we feel joy when we are with them. And then when you come back from school, first thing, where do you run? To go and see your fishy, right? To go and pat your doggy or to go and pat your pussy. Why are you doing that? Because you get enjoy. You feel joy in your heart when you do that. That's nothing but enjoyment. So we keep pets in our home for companionship, that is for friendship and the sense of joy which we get by being with them. So pets are mostly tamed animals, right? It could be a parrot put in a cage, but it could be a parrot. It could be a fish which you have kept in a fish tank. It could be the puppies. You'll feel so happy like this, so excited when you have pets around you. These are all pets. Parrot, fish, dog. We have many varieties of pets. Some even keep a mouse as a pet. Right. You heard me right. Next we go for the farm animals. Especially who eat non-veg, that is meat. This is the favorite part of you, right? Why? Animals that are reared for meat, milk, fur, wool, etc. are called farm animals. What do we call farm animals? The animals which give us meat, milk, fur, wool and many more things are called as farm animals. We don't keep them at our home for enjoyment or friendship. We grow them or rear them rather only with the intention of using them at a particular time. For example, if you are rearing sheep, maybe you have a sheep farm. Why are you growing that sheep? Just for fun? Time pass? No, right? We grow sheep so that we can get wool out of the sheep. You take out the wool from the sheep and again it grows back, right? And again after some months you shave the sheep, lots of wool come, you send it to the factory. So with that you are getting some money. By getting some meat, milk, fur, wool, you get money. That means you are doing trade. You are doing trade or business with farm animals. And they are with us. Wherever we keep, they are with us, like hen, sheep, cow. Why do we keep hen? Because it lays eggs. The more number of hens, the more eggs you get, the more money you get by selling it. Sheep, as I said, wool. The more times you shave the animal, sheep, wool, you send it to the factory, that much of money you get. Cow, it gives us milk. From milk, we prepare many things, right? Buttermilk, cheese, so many things comes up. Curds, so many comes up from the milk. So, cow is also useful to us. We are doing business with it, right? The animals which we keep for doing business, rather saying, we call them as farm animals. Okay, my little ones. Next we have is the animals which we at times call them domestic, but at times we call them wild. For example, if you have a horse, maybe you have a horse in your farm. This horse, when it is in your farm, you call it as a domestic animal. Yes, but if this horse is taken and left in the wild, that is in the forest or the jungle, will it be any more a domestic animal? No. When it goes to the wild or the forest, it becomes a wild animal. So, when we say it is a wild animal or a domestic animal, it depends upon where the animal is. For example, if you bring a dog, You bring a dog, maybe a wild dog from the jungle. It was in the jungle. You call it as a wild dog. But you brought it home. You tamed it. You gave it good manners. You made it to understand so many things. And it became tamed. And it became a very good friend of you. Can you still call it a wild animal? Wild dog? No, right? You call it as a domestic animal. So, the place matters a lot to say what type of animal it is. And one more thing, it's not today it is in wild, tomorrow it is at home, it became a domestic. It's not like that. When it is tamed only, it becomes a domestic animal, and when it is not tamed, it becomes a wild animal. So, let's read this. We decide whether animal is domestic or wild depending on the situation. Right. Example, when we domesticate a horse, it is called domestic animal. But if it is in the wild, it is called wild animal. Right? Yes. Hope you understood this. And now my little ones, we have studied wild animals, domestic animals, then pets, farm animals, and we also understood the difference between the wild and the domestic. That is in page number 103 and 104. These are the two worksheets, 103 and then you have 104. Please go through these worksheets. You have underlined words, right? You have underlined words in 103 page. Please take it out. Put your pointing finger on the second line. You have the word animals. Please could you repeat with me by putting your pointing finger under the underlined word? Yes. A-N-I-M-A-L-S, animals, right. A-N-I-M-A-L-S, animals, right children. Then go to the fourth line. You have 3 words which are underlined in your worksheet. Let's start. F-O-O-D, food. F-O-O-D, food. F-O-O-D, food. Then after that, just after that, you have the word water. Let's repeat. Put your pointing fingers when you are reading under the word. W-A-T-E-R, water. W-A-T-E-R, water. W-A-T-E-R, water. Then we have the next word, shelter next to it. Repeat after me. S-H-E-L-T-E-R, shelter. S-H-E-L-T-E-R, shelter. Then go to the next, to the wild animals. In the wild animals, first line you have 2 words. Let's read them. First word is forest. Put your pointing fingers under forest. Right. F-O-R-E-S-T, forest. F-O-R-E-S-T, forest. F-O-R-E-S-T, forest. The next word you have in the same line is W-I-L-D, wild. W-I-L-D, wild. W-I-L-D, wild. Then, in wild animals itself, in the third line, you have 2 more words. That is fox. F-O-X, fox. F-O-X, fox. The next word you have in the same line is bear. B-E-A-R, bear. B-E-A-R, bear. B-E-A-R, bear. Now children, go to domestic animals. Here in the second line, we are going to learn in domestic animals the word domestic. D-O-M-E-S-T-I-C, domestic. D-O-M-E-S-T-I-C, domestic. Then, in the domestic animals, third line, you have two words, horse and sheep. Let's repeat horse. H-O-R-S-E, horse. H-O-R-S-E, horse. Next, we have sheep. S-H-E-E-P, sheep. S-H-E-E-P, sheep. Now, little ones, turn your page to page number 104. Right. In pet animals, we have three words. First one is pet. P-E-T, pet. P-E-T, pet. P-E-T, pet. Right. In the examples of pet animals, we have two. C-A-T, cat. C-A-T, cat. C-A-T, cat. The next line example you have parrot. P-A-R-R-O-T, parrot. P-A-R-R-O-T, parrot. Now my little ones, in the farm animals, you have the word farm. F-A-R-M, farm. F-A-R-M, farm. F-A-R-M, farm. Same line, you have M-E-A-T, meat. M-E-A-T, meat. M-E-A-T, meat. Right. The next word is F-U-R, fur. F-U-R, fur. F-U-R, fur. My little ones, these are the words which I made you to pronounce now each 3 times, right? Please learn these words, underline words in your worksheet 103 and 104 for dictation. I will be taking dictation very soon and then you must be ready with your spellings, right? And now read this lesson thrice. Read it thrice. These 2 worksheets enough. Then read it nicely word to word and understand it better. Okay children, just a recap of the things what we have learned, the content what we have learned. It's wild animals. They live in the jungle or in the forest like lion, tiger, zebra, elephant. Next we have domestic animals which live at our home and we need to take care of their food, water and general care. They are cat, dog and some other animals like cow and sheep. Then we have some pets which are around us, which we keep them for friendship and enjoyment. They are like fish, they are like parrots, cats and dogs. And also we have farm animals which we keep them on the farm to do in a short business, to get some money out of them, which are kept on the farm to get milk, meat, fur, eggs, etc. They are sheep, hen and some other animals. And we also learned about how an animal can be domestic or turn wild depending upon the situation where it lives. Right? So, that's it for today. Have a good time. Bye-bye.